Hi folks, Mary here with High Song Grows, bringing you Farmer Friday. I'm halfway done milking, and just dawned on me that it was Friday, even though I've thought about that earlier today. When I was getting ready for market and when I was making some deliveries. So, are you all done, Miss Esmeralda? Are you done? Are you done? You don't like the camera? Huh? Okay. Alrighty. So anyway, what's been going on around here this week? Been pretty warm and muggy. Not really any rain to speak of this week. Had just big thunderheads rolling in over the mountains and get all hot and steamy and hear the thunder, and then bam, nothing happened. It blew over. That's been most evenings. Today's no exception. It's probably around 100, little over 100 degrees today, and very humid, and it is like after 6 o'clock in the evening, and it is still about 100 degrees and very humid. Oh, I did get some tomatoes picked, a ginormous zucchini that apparently I didn't see in the rampant growth in that one garden, and a fair number of the little long skinny Asian eggplants. Egg production is almost zero. I mean, some days I might get 3 eggs, and 2 of them will be teeny tiny little pullet eggs that are, about the size of a little bantam chicken egg. Digger is still being bad. This evening he went and now you got to realize he's tied up. He's right by me. I am washing out and filling up water buckets for the bucks, and there's a garden space there, and he's just plowing right through the fence. And it's like, I'm like, just so over it. I would hotwire this place, but that's not an easy thing. That is much easier to say that than to do that with the way things are and the way things are configured. The same with one of those like radio signal fences. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The fence that is around the perimeter is 6 foot high, and it's 2x4 weld wire, which when I put it up, I did not realize that like the goats could break it. I didn't realize that the big dog could just bend it up and plow through the bottom of it. So I do have some, what do you call it? Field fencing. It is the woven wire where all the stays are twisted together. But if I bought it to fence more space up on the hill for the goats. So if I use it over the weld wire to keep the dog in, then I won't, I don't have the money to buy that stuff again. So, I don't know. Oh, I guess I will figure something out at some point. Alrighty. What else is going on? Been hot and muggy. Got a few things coming in from the garden. The weeds are growing rampantly, And I do need to get my little weed eater out and whack some areas because I just do not have enough time to actually pull them out of the ground. I mean, that would be the ideal thing, so they can't come back so easy. But, because some of them are perennials. But, I just don't have enough time to cover that much space, so, not too much more than that going on. I'm supposed to get my little farmer boy again tomorrow evening. So we'll, and then I'm watching these girls for signs they're in heat. A week or two back, Bentley was calling and Esmeralda was answering him. But I didn't see obvious physical signs that she was actually in heat, like her vulva being swollen up or having a little bit of discharge or anything. And the same here with Bambi and these other girls. And today is the 2nd of August. And usually by the 3rd week of July, the girls are starting to show obvious heat cycles. So, I don't know. This has been a weird year for a lot of things all around. And I've seen some other goat folks online going, yeah, our girls are coming in a little bit later than usual. So, I don't know if it's the weather or all those sunspot flare things that have been going on this summer or what, who knows. The sun is just now gone far enough behind the hill or the tree or something over there that it actually has started to make a little bit of difference in the temperature in here. So, let's see. Really, a lot of this week has been same old, same old. I don't remember if I talked about it last week, but I had to put the car in the shop, and it was a big, like, about $900 bill. So this week, when I got asked if I could work an extra shift on my part-time job, I said yes, and I could. It wasn't in the way of doing something else other than making lotion and soap, because I didn't get those things done this week because there's just not enough hours in the day. You're being a stinker. You're always a stinker, though. You know that. Really, not a whole bunch of stuff is really going on this week. Last week was very exciting. This week's been just kind of dull and boring adulting. You know, laundry, dishes, trash, laundry, dishes, trash, laundry, dishes, trash, muck the goat pens, fix the milk, do, you know, all the things. So, not anything real exciting. Will you quit? That's how you got sores on your udder, is you kicked yourself. It's got a little spot there. I'll spray some fat back on it. At least it's not down on the side of her teat where I have to put my hand. I hate it when she gets a sore on her teat because it's always right where I need to press, and it always breaks open and bleeds all over my hand, and sometimes then the blood drips in the milk. And if I notice that happening, I just mark that milk for soap, and you know, because the lye will take care of whatever's in there. Or I'll feed it to the chickens and the dog. Digger gets milk on his kibble every morning. So if it's getting a little too goaty for me, I just give it to him. Because he doesn't mind it if it's a little bit goaty. Yeah, and thinking about Girls in Heat, the boys are definitely coming into rut. Especially when the air is real still and it's been warm and humid. I can smell them before I get to their pen, though maybe because I'm just used to them, but I don't think my boys stink as bad as some other boys I've ever smelled. They just don't seem quite as bad. And like I said, of course, it could just be that I'm used to it because I'm walking past them, you know, quite a few times a day when I'm home working around the yard and stuff. So I don't know. If you missed it, I did a video the other day doing morning chores to show some of what I do every morning, 365 days a year. Feeding the goats and the chickens and the dog and the cats and stuff like that. So I'll link that in case you missed it. I'd really like to thank the almost 500 people that have subscribed to the channel. That's really awesome. I do have a little dream of making it over that 1,000 subscriber threshold to because then if we also meet other criteria like with watch hours and things, then YouTube will start sharing ad revenue. And one of the things I thought is it would be really super cool if we could make enough on ad revenue from YouTube to first of all build up some extra infrastructure and get some things done. I could maybe afford to hire people to do some of the work so it could happen faster. The other thing would be at some point to actually be able to retire from the part-time job and just do what I do. Goats and chickens and farmers market and gardens and all the things. Because I would love to be home those extra hours every week. I still probably wouldn't have enough hours in a day because my brain would think up a whole lot of other things to do, but I think that would be really cool. So, if you hit the like button and share my videos, that is also a big help because it spreads them around to more people to get more views. I do promise you I am not doing this solely for the idea of making money. That's just would be a nice perk. I do this because I like to help people and I like to teach people, and I hope that at least part of the time my stuff is entertaining and educational. You know, a lot of times I'm sure it's a little boring, like just watching me milk every Friday, huh? Oh, I know that the videos that get the most views are things like Digger Dog busted the chain link gate, or is that a mouse hole, or the broody hen video. I think that's the all-time most viewed video on my whole channel, and it's from 2 or 3 years ago. So I didn't start the channel out with the intention of making money or anything like that. I did it more really for educational purposes and kind of to document where I started and where I'm going. So hopefully more people will come along for the ride. And if you're one of them, thank you so much. Yep. Digger did that to the fence around this little garden while I was filling up the water buckets right here. I was so mad. Somebody pooped in the water buckets. Yuck. Good morning, Bashful. Hello, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get your hay. Yeah, it's already going on 7:30, and there's been a few thunder grumbles out of that cloud, but it hasn't done much of anything, and I'm still out here feeding chickens and picking up eggs.